Welcome, we're here at Instagram's 21 Under 21 campaign, and I'm here with Henrie. Wait, how do I pronounce your surname? Because I don't want to butcher it.
Kwushue.
Henrie Kwushue.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to keep it
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
I've been a fan of your work for a while.
Oh, don't let me cry.
Please don't. But yeah, I've been a fan of your work for a while. What made you want to get involved with the 21 Under 21 campaign?
Well, for me, I love supporting people's creativity, especially like the younger generation coming up now, because I remember being 21 and under and not knowing what to do with my life. And I don't know, I feel like being under 21, you get to that stage, especially when you're hitting like the 17, 18, 19, to the latter part of your teens, and you're like, I don't know what to do with my life, I don't know where to go, even though you're so young. So I think that things like this kind of just put things into perspective for them to show that you can achieve whatever you want to in this creative world.
Is this like a shoot day fit, or is this just a normal day for everyone?
Oh, that's a really good question. So the makeup is shoot day makeup, I think. I could be sweating, I don't know.
You're right.
But the fit, I'm not gonna lie, I just threw this together. So a lot of the time, I either underdress severely or overdress severely. So I didn't know what I was like expecting today. They just said wear something red.
Yeah.
And so I wore a party dress. So this is a dress that I wore 2 years ago, or 3 years ago for my birthday.
You have a washing machine.
And I've been partying in it ever since, and I just thought, oh yeah, maybe it'll work, and then the pink on top. So we just thank God that it all came together.
It's a good shoot day. It's a good shoot day fit. And speaking of the shoot, and today actually, is why you said yes to this campaign part of also why you started HTK Production.
Do you know what it is for me? I love representing the underrepresented. Like, that is such a big part of who I am, only because I feel like I see myself in them, and I still feel like I'm underrepresented to a certain respect. I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm from a deprived area, do you know what I mean? So, like, the fight and the struggle never stops, so it doesn't mean that we can't make headway wherever we see fit, and that's what I've decided to do with HTK Productions. And taking on things like this is what puts a smile on my own face, because I'm like, yeah, I'm a part of something important. I can look back and be like, oh yeah, like I'm now working with this person, and 3 or 4 years ago we were doing this thing with Instagram. So that's really cool.
How has your relationship with, I guess, social media changed over the years, if it has?
I started social media really late for someone who's my age.
How late is really late?
I started it like in 3rd year of uni, and that was in like 2017 or something like that. Yeah, 2017. So I know, really late, considering some people have had it literally from the beginning of time. Instagram is literally the only one where you can have like a visual day by day of like what's going on in your life if you even wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's the only platform where people will stay connected to your content even if you post once a month. Do you know what I mean? So super unique in that. And in the beginning, I didn't understand, like, I guess how to use it. I'm like, do I just post my face? Like, what do I do? And then I came to the idea of learning about content and content creation on Instagram.
I guess with Instagram as well, like, and you've mentioned how it's changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
And you actually have a series called Is Your Area Changing?
Yeah.
Which went completely crazy. Because I guess it's touching on something that's close to a lot of people.
Yeah.
How did you plan to push that out if you did? What were your expectations for that series?
I didn't have any expectations, and I didn't have a real plan. So, and I think sometimes that's one of like the best ways to work.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. I just said, you know what, I want to create something really cool. I saw something that I really wanted to focus on. So in terms of me seeing my area changing, I graduated and my area looked different from 3 years ago. Areas that I couldn't go to, I suddenly can at night just because you can party there. So yeah, like there was no real plan through anything. The only like plan I guess I had was like the release dates that I wanted to, but even those didn't go to plan either. So I think that, I don't know, for anyone who's watching, like one of the best things to do is to not like put too much pressure on yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like if you have an idea, go out and film it, go out and do it and put it out. or else you'll never know how like far it can take you or what you can end up doing with it. Do you know what I mean?
You know, you mentioned like with this as well, like you're kind of getting rid of barriers.
Yeah.
What kind of barriers have you faced coming up as a presenter, and what advice do you have for anyone going through the same thing now?
Really good question. So one of the barriers that I definitely had was shyness. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I don't know. Really shy when I was starting off. Still I'm kind of shy sometimes, especially like meeting people, doing new things. But that always thinking about, oh my gosh, but will people like this? Or do you know what I mean? Just nonsense that you just make up in your own head. I really had to get over that. And one of the best ways, again, to get over that, you think you're nervous, you think that you might not be good at something, you think that whatever you're going to put out, it's not even going to get any traction. Just do it.
You selected 20 people under 21 that you think are really kind of gonna take over in the future. I guess what have you seen in those people that's made you want to pick them?
They're such a good bunch of people, I'm not gonna lie. So I went through each one of their reels and I was like, raw, like you've actually put a lot of effort into this. Oh my days, they remind me of the kind of person I wanted to be when I was under 21. I was super lazy sometimes, like, do you know what I mean? Even to apply to something, I'd be too nervous to apply in the first place, or just be like, no, I'll never get picked, so I'm just not gonna apply. But you see what I'm saying? Putting your best foot forward and being like, do you know what, this is what I wanna do. And their reels were so creative. I don't even know how they did that. I went to uni for 3 years to kind of learn what they're doing now at the moment, which is editing, which is voiceovers, which is all these things. I think that it takes a high level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not even just creativity, but like fearlessness, putting yourself out there, like it's next level. And I think that's what I loved, because they were fun with it. They didn't care. Again, if it was me, I'd be like, oh my God, can I apply for that? Because if I put it on my main feed, everyone's gonna see. But they didn't care. And a lot of them got a lot of traction from it as well. And so I was seeing in my, mentions every single day, like, oh, rah, this person's attitude, because of them. I love that, and they're already getting support in their own ways anyway. So to be honest, they might not have even needed me, but look at where we are now. So yeah, I really do love that.
Well, thank you, Henrie.
Thank you for having me.
That's been Instagram 21 under 21, and I was Ahonsi.
And I was
Oh no, I am. I was. I said I was. I don't know what I said.